Hey yo, what is up? AMX M4 MLE49 Liberte, or the non-camo version, buffed in the latest update. 5 degrees more hull traverse, dispersion improved, the dispersion penalties improved, view range improved by 20 meters, aiming time from 2.9 seconds to down to 2.5 seconds, and dispersion on the move from 0.16 to 0.12. This is a slight buff. Now, back in the day, this tank was an okay tank when it first came out. It was, it wasn't a big deal, but it was okay. A lot of people did enjoy it, and a lot of people did do well with it. But was it a top tier tank? No, it was not. But over the years, this tank has been overshadowed by all the new releases. It has been rendered kind of weak. I wouldn't say weak, it still held its own, but it wasn't as desirable as it used to be. So Wargaming here right now, buffing this tank, is trying to bring it into the 21st century, trying to bring it more up to date, more, give it a more competitive edge, make it more desirable. Hopefully more people will buy this tank, which isn't that great anymore, and create some interest out of this tank. So today we are trying it out for the first time. Again, this is one of those tanks that was buffed. Last week we tried the Patriot, and the Patriot was absolutely amazing. In 2023, I think that tank is definitely one of the go-to tanks, especially if you are shopping on a budget. If you are a free-to-play player and you have some bonds that you collected by doing missions and watching Twitch TV or whatever, and you spend your bonds on the Patriot, that's a good deal. But if you already have the Patriot, maybe this could be a good second choice. The AMX M449 could be a good choice. 300 alpha damage, not too bad for a heavy tank. 232 penetration, 9.88 seconds of a reload time. Now, like I said, this tank used to be okay tank. Now it's not so okay, but they're trying to buff it and they're making it okay again, and that is my impression that I'm getting out of this tank. I did play a significant number of games out of this tank because I couldn't make up my mind if I liked it or if I didn't like it very much. The Patriot, I played 5 games. This tank, I played a dozen games. Now, if I'm being honest, I feel the Patriot still has the edge. It is a little bit better than the AMX Liberte, but I did do very well in the Liberte. In the 12 games, I think I won 9, which is 70+% win rate. The Patriot, I did a lot better, but although I only played 5 games in that had 4 victories, which means 80% win rate, but it doesn't really count because 4 games you can't really gauge a tank in 4 games. But again, I want to say the Liberte for 2023, if you already have the Patriot, I would say the Liberte is not a bad tank to get because it's delivering the kind of value that you are expecting out of a premium tank. It can make some credits because you can fire just stock AP shells with this tank, and then you don't really need to fire any premium shells, which is APCR, if you didn't want to. And I feel like this tank is... I'm really on the fence, to be honest with you. I can't say I love this tank because it took me 12 games to play this tank to decide if I want to recommend this tank or not. Usually it'll take me 3 games and I know this tank is gonna be a killer or not. Like the Patriot, I played 5 games. I know immediately that tank is going to be dominant. It's going to be alpha. It's going to be good value for money. It's going to be great if you're farming credits. Great value for money. But this tank, I had to think over a period of games, and I have to say again, if you already have the Patriot and you want a second tank to get with your bonds, yeah, I say go for it. But this tank is not going to have as much damage output as the Patriot. It's not going to gain you as much credit earnings as the Patriot, simply because I feel anyway, my experience is I don't think you're going to get much damage output out of this tank versus a Patriot, because the Patriot just has a better gun, better overall gun performance and mobility that I feel you can take advantage of and put yourself in better positions with the Patriot. You know, when you put yourself into better positions, it means your chances of making more credits, doing more damage is greater in the Patriot. Again, this video is about the Liberte, not about the Patriot, but I can only compare it with the Patriot because this is one of the tanks that was buffed in this new update, and I feel that this tank is, you know, directly competing with that Patriot. It's competing for your, basically for your bond currency, right? If you got X amount of bonds, you want to spend it on a premium tank that's going to make you credits and make you combat experience, make you you know, overall tank experience, and the best value for money, I'm gonna say it's the Patriot. This tank is okay in 2023. It's going to be a great backup tank if your Patriot is still in the garage, hasn't come out yet because you got killed and you came out of the game early. You want to jump into another game with your free-to-play account, yeah, go ahead, pick up the Liberte and use this as your backup tank to earn credits, to earn XP. Yeah, I say it's a great backup tank, but as a primary tank, it's always going to be the Patriot first. Anyway, this is one of the better games. I did not have all my games like this, but I did have a 70+% win rate in the AMX Liberte. I think it's not a bad tank to play, honestly. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and took some useful information, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.